It's no secret that Teen Wolf has a limited amount of lore. However, that doesn't necessarily make the show bad, but it would be so much better if they add more to the lore. I mean, the story behind the creation of werewolves is more speculation than it is fact. And if what Gerard said was true, that would mean that Teen Wolf is somewhat a part of Greek mythology. Like if you wanted me to explain Kate, DH Derek, the Berserkers, and the Jaguar Goddess, which is Aztec, I couldn't, because Teen Wolf doesn't explain it either. Magic to some extent does exist, but it's not clearly defined, and since it's not something used regularly, it doesn't really take away from the series. Druids, who are Celtic, are technically witches, but not really. Then you have the Kitsune, which is Japanese, so basically Teen Wolf is a mixed bag when it comes to the lore. And I brought all of this up just to say that I don't think you understand how massive Teen Wolf could have been if it had the same push as Supernatural and Vampire Diaries when it came to the lore. And I don't think you understand how many spin-offs we could have gotten from Teen Wolf. Throughout the series, there were so many things that could have stood on their own as a spin-off. For example, the Hale family. In season 3 of Teen Wolf, they gave us a short glimpse in what things were like back when Talia Hale was alive, and I have to say, I like what I saw. Seeing all the alphas of different packs interacting and discussing werewolf related topics was so interesting to see. We could have gotten a series called Hale or something, where we follow the Hale family as they try to live normal lives while dealing with werewolf politics and hunters. And I think one of Derek's siblings should be the main character, and he'd just stay as a supporting character and the show would end with the Hailfire. Derek's side of the story would be referenced and seen but not focused on. Instead, we'd be following Cora or Laura. We could also focus on druids a little more. I mean, we can learn their history, their way of life, and most importantly, understanding how their abilities work. And throughout the series, we would also get a lot more lore and explanations on certain things. Another example of what could be a good series is a show following a teenage Christopher and a younger Gerard, Argent, as they go around hunting supernaturals and filling up the pages of the Bestiary, which is a book filled with information on various different creatures. And they would use the Bestiary to learn how to fight various creatures. It could be something kinda like Grimm. The series could follow Chris as he goes to high school by day and hunt whatever lurks in the shadows at night, or he could be a little bit older and have a job. And we could have seen other family of hunters and see how they do things. And then there's Icon House, a facility filled with imprisoned supernaturals. There are so many things that could be done with this, but the idea I thought of was something happened that caused the prisoners to break out and roam free, so to hunt them down and recapture them, they could form a team of supernaturals and each episode will focus on a different creature and they could kind of go from town to town. Another idea for Icon House would be a prequel series that followed the founder of Icon House as he, comes up with the idea of Icon House and bring it to reality. With each spin-off, the better the main series would have become, due to the spin-offs complementing it. This would also allow the writers to develop a much better and structured lore, and expand on storylines that would have been interesting to see. Besides spin-offs, a werewolf series completely detached from the Teen Wolf series that takes place within the same universe would be a cool thing to see. With this, you could create a new story with a good cast of characters and properly implement the lore in it. And having a new werewolf series to look forward to would be so amazing, because I've been dying for one. And as for the Teen Wolf movie that came out in 2023, I don't see it as canon. It has way too many problems, it's ridiculous. Characters don't act like themselves. The movie alters things from the series. It also tries to continue a storyline that was wrapped up in a nice little bow in season 3. I mentioned in the beginning of the video that because Teen Wolf doesn't really use magic, that it doesn't take away from the series. But bro, I think you're gonna have to explain how the hell they were able to resurrect Allison. The two most essential characters for this storyline was not even in the movie. Not to mention that Teen Wolf wasn't even finished. The last season ended on a cliffhanger. This movie could have been used to finish the series and end all characters' journeys, and probably set up a spin-off or next generation. And those are just a few of the problems the movie had. If you want to see more, you can watch my review of the movie on my channel. I did it a couple months ago. I heard that if the movie did well, we could have got more Teen Wolf, which would probably be another movie. And if that was the thing, I honestly don't know how I would feel about it. Don't get me wrong, I want more Teen Wolf, but then again, I don't want anything like the movie. And I've heard that Tyler Posey, the actor who plays Scott McCall, wants to do more Teen Wolf. And that makes me think that there might be hope for the show, but knowing the production companies, they're not going to take another risk. But then again, we are in the era of remakes and reboots, and I could kinda see how a Teen Wolf reboot would be interesting, but we're also in the era of lack of substance and cancelled after one season. So a reboot would most likely be a soulless cash grab, and even if it's good, it'll get cancelled like most reboots. And I still see people talking about Teen Wolf and making content about it, so it's good to see that as a fandom we're still strong and there's still interest in the series. Now, there is a certain series that was created by the creator of Teen Wolf, and boy oh boy, I did not like that show. I mean, it has so many cool concepts, but the execution was poor. I mean, I might do a review on it and put my beef with it to rest. I don't know. And if there are any writers or producers who are thinking about reviving Teen Wolf watching this video right now, use my ideas. Please. Please.